Did you know there's a city in the US where nearly every corner feels like Manila? Where the scent of adobo, the sound of karaoke, and the warmth of bayanihan aren't just cultural, they're everywhere. And it's not just one place. Across America, Filipinos are quietly transforming cities into vibrant pockets of home. From California's coastline to the neon buzz of Las Vegas, Filipino communities are thriving. And in 2025, the numbers are off the charts. So if you've ever thought, wait, am I still in the US? Or did I just walk into a barangay? You're not alone. Let's start in Chicago. Known for its deep dish pizza and biting winters, it's also home to over 110,000 Filipinos. You'll find more than just a Jollibee with a line around the block. Filipino culture is woven deep into the fabric of the city. Hospitals? Run by Filipino nurses. Cultural parades, bursting with energy. In places like Fiesta Pinoy, you'll hear Titos singing their hearts out like they're the next Bruno Mars, and you'll smell garlic fried rice drifting through the air like you're in Quezon City. It all began in the 1960s when immigration policies opened doors to Filipino healthcare workers. Fast forward, and today, Chicago beats with a rhythm that feels undeniably Filipino. Now fly west to Riverside and San Bernardino, California, places you probably didn't expect to rival LA or San Diego. But with over 116,000 Filipinos calling it home, this area has exploded into a cultural powerhouse. Meet Rika, fresh from Quezon City, who escaped LA's chaos to find community, affordable housing, and warm potluck tables filled with lumpia and sinigang. Here, Seafood City isn't just a grocery store, it's the town square. Tito's man-sizzling grills, kids beg for chocolate, and every weekend feels like fiesta time. So what draws Filipinos to Riverside? Affordable homes, thriving job markets, and a community where everyone greets you with a warm "Kumusta." This is where tradition and opportunity meet. Then there's Seattle, cloudy, caffeinated, and unexpectedly full of Filipino pride. Nearly 126,000 Filipinos call it home, making it one of the largest Filipino populations in the country. But this wasn't overnight. Back in the 1920s, Filipinos worked brutal jobs in canneries and farms, building a legacy from scratch. Fast forward to today, and the impact is everywhere, from hospitals to tech startups. Take Lolo Ben. He arrived in the 70s with nothing but a suitcase. Today, his family runs multiple businesses, and his story mirrors thousands of others in the city. Sacrifice, hustle, and pride. Let's head to San Jose, where you'd expect tech giants, but not necessarily 142,000 Filipinos. That's changing. From software engineers to entrepreneurs, Filipinos are claiming their space. Meet Ramon, arrived with a backpack and now leads a major tech team shaping the future of Silicon Valley. And it's not just about the job market. The city's packed with lechon, karaoke battles, and halo that tastes like home. San Jose isn't just tech, it's a thriving Filipino ecosystem. Now, let's spin the wheel. Las Vegas. You think glitz and casinos, right? But behind every five-star hotel and flashing poker table is a workforce powered by Filipinos. Over 148,000 Filipinos keep the city running, many climbing from entry-level roles to leadership. Liza, for example, arrived with almost nothing and now runs the floor at a major casino. Plus, Vegas neighborhoods, full of Filipino bakeries, restaurants, and non-stop karaoke. Then there's San Diego. More than 202,000 Filipinos call it home. And National City? It might as well be Little Manila. You'll find Jollibee, endless arguments over the best frozen bangus, and Titos who moonlight as Navy retirees and karaoke champions. Many, like Tito Ben, came through the US Navy, brought their families, and built entire neighborhoods from scratch. Let's jump to Honolulu. Think it's just beaches and tourists? Think again. Over 225,000 Filipinos live here, basically making it a Filipino province in the Pacific. Walk through Waipahu or Kalahi and you'll see Tahoe vendors, hear Tagalog mixed into Hawaiian slang, and spot titas rocking their best fancy slippers. Filipinos shaped this city over the last century, from plantation fields to government offices, and today, their presence is felt in every corner. Now brace yourself for a shocker, New York City. Over 237,000 Filipinos are thriving here, blending into every layer of the Big Apple. From Broadway to bodegas, hospitals to Wall Street, the Filipino spirit is everywhere. Meet Kuya Jamar, nurse by day, DJ by night, and somehow still squeezing in late-night sisig from jeepney in the East Village. Filipino food, culture, and energy light up the city, and the annual parade on Madison Avenue, that's Pacquiao Fight Night level. And then there's San Francisco, the OG Filipino-American hub. Over 313,000 Filipinos have deep roots here, especially in Daly City, where karaoke is a competitive sport and Jollibee is a local staple. It all traces back to post-World War II military immigration and veterans who built a foundation of community, culture, and business. Walk through Soma or visit Bindlestiff Studio and you'll see the legacy thriving. Finally, we land in Los Angeles, the Filipino capital of America. With nearly 570,000 Filipinos, LA is practically Metro Manila West. From hi-fi, historic Filipino town, to West Covina and Carson, the Filipino heartbeat echoes through every street, restaurant, and basketball court. Nurses, influencers, teachers, entrepreneurs, they've all shaped this megacity. And the food? Enough to forget you're 7,000 miles from the homeland. So, what do all these cities have in common? They're not just homes for Filipinos, they're powered by them. Filipinos in America aren't just adapting, they're transforming cities into reflections of their roots, values, and unstoppable spirit. Whether it's tech innovation, healthcare excellence, or cultural preservation through food and fiestas, this isn't a passing wave. It's a rising tide. From the Windy City to the West Coast, from East Village to Eagle Rock, Filipinos are writing a new American story. Loud, proud, and here to stay. Let's zoom in on what makes these Filipino communities so powerful: resilience, unity, and reinvention. It's not just about how many Filipinos live in a city. It's about how they transform it. You walk into a Filipino neighborhood, and suddenly it's not just homes and businesses, it's a living, breathing extension of the Philippines. There's a rhythm in the way people connect. Whether it's a potluck, a church fundraiser, or a birthday that somehow involves 80 people, Filipinos don't just live, they bring life. And that spirit is generational. The first wave of immigrants came chasing stability, many through nursing, the military, or caregiving. They worked long hours, sometimes multiple jobs, just to send money back home. But what they built here? It wasn't temporary. It was the foundation for the next generation to thrive. Now, their children and grandchildren are taking that legacy and elevating it. They're not just keeping the culture alive, they're modernizing it. You'll see them on tech boards, in fashion shows, behind cameras in Hollywood, and running nonprofits that serve both the US and the Philippines. And let's talk about food, because nothing connects a community quite like it. In every city we mentioned, food isn't just about taste, it's a ritual, a language of love, a reminder of where we came from and what we refuse to forget. That's why you'll find kare-kare on a Sunday table in Seattle, sisig tacos in Los Angeles, and uba lattes trending on TikTok in Brooklyn. Even major food festivals, once considered niche, are drawing massive attention. Adobo festivals, lumpia throwdowns, Filipino night markets. These are no longer small community events. They're city-wide celebrations, cultural showcases, and yes, sometimes even political statements. Because behind every festival, there's also a push for recognition, for respect, for visibility, and it's working. More Filipino Americans are running for office, leading organizations, and taking up space in rooms where decisions are made. They're challenging stereotypes and rewriting what it means to be Filipino in America. Not just hardworking, but powerful. Not just family-oriented, but future-focused. This isn't assimilation, it's transformation. These communities aren't blending in, they're standing out and shaping what American identity looks like moving forward. And the best part? It's still growing. Every year, more families move in, more businesses open, more stories get told. From student-led initiatives in New York to housing cooperatives in San Francisco, the Filipino presence is becoming impossible to ignore. So whether you're a balikbayan looking to reconnect, a second-gen kid trying to understand your roots, or someone just discovering Filipino culture for the first time, know this: the Filipino spirit is not only alive in America, it's thriving, expanding, and redefining the narrative, one city at a time. And we're just getting started. Now here's the real question. Did your city make the list? And if not, is it next?